So let's talk about ecstasy, which is the point of spirituality and philosophy, really. All the contemplation that we engage in is to ultimately reach a state of ecstasy. So, in Hindu philosophy, the absolute truth has been described as Satchit Ananda, which is truth, consciousness, and bliss. And if you go deeply into spirituality, you will experientially see that this is a true statement. The cosmos is in a perpetual state of unimaginable, explosive ecstasy. Just to give you an idea of how ecstatic this ecstasy is, consider the ecstasy you feel during the most ecstatic experience the physical realm has to offer, which is the orgasm. That ecstasy lasts 7 to 8 seconds, maybe, typically on an average. So, now consider the fact that 100 billion human beings have lived on planet Earth since the dawn of humanity. So, put together all orgasms ever experienced by any human being, ever. That is at least 100 billion times that single orgasm that you experience during a particular sexual experience. And now consider the fact that this total ecstasy of all orgasms ever is powered by the sun, because all human beings that have ever lived have derived their energy from the sun, because the food that we eat grows from the earth and it grows from the earth due to the sun. So a mere minuscule fraction of solar energy has the potentiality within it for the totality of all orgasms ever. Now consider the fact that earth does not even receive 1% of the sun's energy in a given fixed amount of time. Like if you measure the amount of energy the sun releases in, say, a year, and the amount of energy from the sun that the earth receives in a year, then it has been calculated that that's not even 1% of the sun's energy. And a minuscule fraction of all the energy that earth receives from the sun is the sum total of all the orgasms in that fixed frame of time. So cosmic ecstasy is, even to call it orgasmic would be a massive understatement. But at a more relatable level, we all experience ecstasy through the five senses. But that's a lower level of ecstasy compared to the ecstasy experienced in meditation. But let's talk about that lower level of ecstasy because that is more easily relatable. So, from the five senses, food, music, fragrance, texture, visual impact, all these things are hints of the ecstasy that's accessible to you in meditation. The only problem with sensory ecstasy is that it comes and goes, it is limited in time. But if you go deeper within yourself in meditation, you will see that the very ecstasy of the cosmos that we were describing in the beginning of the video is accessible to you at will. What is really required is for you to devote yourself to meditation and confirm this for yourself. So the absolute truth is basically ecstasy.